Let the rhythm hit 'em with a little bit of lyricism. Make 'em moves motivated, cause music is my religion. Listen. It was written for the ever true and living committed, cause we be kicking on fiction with precision. Listen. Verbally vomit, lyrical baptisms. We monsters, turning heads like exorcisms. Transmitting, leaving with the wisdom. Listen, all we do is spark madism. The hell with you whack MCs, good riddance. No kidding, flipping for the kids, got a vision. Defy laws of physics when we spittin'. What is? Break 'em down to the last compound organisms. I hate egotism and classism. Listen when we rhyme and shine poetic prisms. Feeling so free like a jazz musician. Getting props when I rock like a funky technician.
Okay. Well, yo, that was Fee.
Yeah.
This is Gordy. This is Flow Talk. Season 3, episode 4. I got my man Fee from Fee and the Evolutionists, or Fee Evolutionist, or
Yeah, man. Fee the Evolutionist.
Fee the Evolutionist. Sorry, my bad.
Peace, Gordy. Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming through. This was a long time coming. Shout out to Wave Radio. We was over there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was a great interview.
Yeah,
that was one of our best interviews on Wave Radio Hybrid Theory. So shout out to you and Good Bars and Polo and MVP Mayo was there in the house.
He was nice with it too. The freestyle.
Yep, Joey B, the whole crew.
Absolutely. Shout out to y'all. And I love what you guys do on the Wave Radio. And I think that's very important. But we'll go back. What's happened to Wave Radio a little bit more? I always start with this question just so the audience can know who you are. My man Fee, tell me what you do, who you are, and let them know.
I wreck mics. My name is Fee the Evolutionist. Fee is my real name. Believe it or not, started rhyming in 86. Right? 1986.
Adidas days, bro, with the
up in the mix. OG. I heard Reckless, which was Ice-T in the Glove. It was, I think it was from a movie called Breakin'. So my sister was playing those tracks. She played, I have 3 sisters. Mm-hmm. We all grew up together. 3 sisters and 2 brothers. So it was like 8 people in one house. And there was like 3 bedrooms. So all the boys had a bedroom, 3 boys, 3 girls had a bedroom, and then my parents. So it was crazy. But my sisters, my brother was into the rock, like, the Police and stuff, which is crazy. So I got that aspect. And then my sisters went into like disco and dance music and hip hop, like, breaking and stuff. So I heard that tape, and then I heard Run DMC, and I started rhyming, and man, I just never stopped. I love it. I love the culture.
The rest was history. So you started, at 86. Man, I'm 37, and I feel like I was born in 88, but I still feel like that was probably yesterday.
It was a fun time.
The 80s, 90s. I mean, I know more than the 90s because I grew up in the 90s more, but it's just still like, can you believe it's that long?
Man, even when I heard it then, I was like, yo, this is something that I love. Mm-hmm. And I felt like it was going to stick around. I got mad. I used to like want to fist fight people when they said this is a trend. Yeah. Like I literally got I had an older brother, and I think he just said it to piss me off. He passed on.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, R.I.P. my brother Mark. I have songs. He's all up in my lyrics and stuff like that. But he said it one day to piss me off, and I was like, all right, you want to, like, let's go. Like, that's how passionate I was about it. But he knew it would get under my skin because that's what I wanted to do. And I'll say this, man, no matter what, I have such good friendships. Most of my friends are through music, whether it's hip hop or soul, R&B. So I would never trade it. It didn't bring me riches. Like when you younger, you think, oh, this is what it's gonna do. Yeah. Like, and then you realize that ain't it. But I still love it. I love the grind. I love the process. I love learning. We were talking about this earlier. Yeah.
Your network is your network too, but you start to embrace the journey more than the destination.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And props to you. Shout out to you.
Thank you.
And I've seen you grow. This spot is dope.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really is, man.
Thank you.
It's really fantastic. So I want to congratulate you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And thank you for having me on.
Appreciate it. No, thank you for coming. So I'm going to give you a little brain buster, a little challenge. Can you remember the first rap you wrote?
I do remember the first rap I wrote. different shades of color. Well, let me tell you, got a complex that infects the next to make a statement so bold as to say that God planned it that way. Racial injustice, I do not trust this system. Shades of a victim, look here, don't matter at all. Unity together or together we fall.
Hey.
Call a cry for the world called peace. By now I'm unleashed, and piece by piece is how this plea was made. So let's save this mother earth and pave roads for the young, cause that's the reason why this song is sung. That was my first rap. I have a
first
pen.
rap, huh?
Yeah,
that's impressive to remember that, actually.
PE was a big influence on me. So
yeah.
Yep.
So Fee, tell us a little bit about exactly, the name Fee the Evolutionist came about. Obviously Fee is your name, but the evolutionist part. So how did that concept come to life?
Well, I started rhyming in '86, so I saw the whole evolution of hip hop, and even me myself, to stay current, you can't disrespect the younger ones coming up after you. There's a lot of OGs that are like, I don't like the new stuff. There's a lot of, and I know I'm in the right spot, because there's a lot of, and there's a lot of dope new cats.
Oh yeah.
If you want to be irrelevant, just keep that mindset that there's no one dope coming out. Yeah. Like, I feel like that's insecurity, because there's a lot of dope MCs.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get technical, maybe the radio is not playing it, or maybe they are. But if you're just looking to like the radio or what everybody else is playing, sometimes you have to dig.
Yeah, the radio's gonna box you into what they're gonna want you to listen to. But yeah, no, there are a lot of cats that are dope and that are younger. I think the issue with that is, and I'm a prisoner of that too sometimes, because I have my music. I have my Spanish music is like, my playlist is from like the 60s, 70s to like,
you got to share that with me.
So, but what I mean to say is, sometimes when you're from that era, you don't want to leave that era. That music from that era reminds you of that era. So when you listen to it, it takes you back. And you don't want to leave that era, so you're always guarded. You don't want nothing to take away from that era, and that's not how it is anymore. I mean, we have a new era, and these young cats, music's a young man's sport, and when it comes to hip hop, I'm going to say that, but you also have to keep an open mind, because some of the sound is incredible.
Yep. People get locked into it, like high school. Like they listen to what they listen to in high school.
Yeah, they guarded on it.
I've never felt that way. I'm like, this is dope, but there's also new. Like, I love hearing new stuff.
Oh yeah,
there's nothing better.
Right now, what I'm loving listening to is, like I told you, it's Spanish. I have a playlist of Spanish, but there's like salsa drill.
What?
There's like bachata drill. Yeah, and it's
okay.
It's dope. I'm telling you, it's a different sound. So like, it's new, and you kind of, some old heads and some traditional people would be like, oh, that's disrespect to the original genre. But
they used to say that
hip hop.
They used to say that about hip hop, like with the samples, until like people started getting the checks and they were still relevant, and they were going out on tour again, like buying new houses because of hip hop.
Once they get the checks, the opinions change
quick.
So anyway, back to let's just focus on you a little bit. So you had the name The Evolutionist because of the way hip hop was evolving. What do you think? You've been since '86. What do you think was the peak era of hip hop from now to then?
Personally, I don't think the peak, like in my personal life, it hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
But for hip hop, man, it's always evolving. I love like some of the 80s stuff, like Black Moon, Tribe. Like, I love that stuff personally. But I feel like there's a lot of unexplored territory in hip hop.
Definitely is.
You know what I mean? Like, I got a live band. That's another reason why I call myself the Evolutionist, because with the live band, it's the Evolutionists. It's a group of us.
Yep.
But what we do is we flip the soul songs from the 60s and 70s, and then we'll show you the loop that the hip hop cats took. And then we'll flip it again where I'm kicking original rhymes or freestyles over it. And then Ruby's singing, she might sing the hook that goes to the original or the mix that somebody sampled or original stuff. So like, that's the concept, is that we're bringing you through the whole journey.
The whole thing. So that's dope, because and all in one like session basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So if we, from the start of it to now, and that's dope.
And a lot of people don't even catch it, but in one song we might do like 5 songs. Like,
man, so you're taking people on like a ride.
That's
basically.
right.
That's dope. That's dope.
Right.
Good for y'all.
Thank
for
you.
y'all. That's
Thank
different.
You. Yeah,
Good for y'all. Good. So let's talk about the band a little bit. So Fee and the Evolutionists. How'd you guys come about?
I always liked the roots. You know what I mean? Yeah. And before that, there was a band called Stetsasonic, and I always loved like the live band with the MCs and the singers. So I was like, man, if we could meld this. And I also feel like when people go to see a live show, they get more amped when there's a live band there. And you can also, if you have a track, which is dope, I'll rock 2 turntables and a microphone. But you got to stick to the script. And I'm a cat. I want to be like, yo, how's everybody feel? Like, you can't do that. You're like, oh, shit, the second verse, I can curse.
Yeah.
The second verse is coming up. There's no there's no time to like talk to the crowd right here. But I really might be feeling like, yo, how's everybody feeling? Like, so I wanted to do a live band, and I got like, I'm super blessed for real. I got Zeke Martin. His dad played with some of the jazz greats. Man, like just the jazz greats.
The jazz community is a legendary, like, if you're not in, I feel like I'm not in that community to know enough, but what I've witnessed as far as like testimonies from other jazz musicians is they have like this camaraderie, and they amplify each other up.
It's true.
No tomorrow, you know what I mean? Like, and I respect that. I mean, I forget I'm trying to think who it was, but he was just telling me a story about this jazz musician, and he's like, man, this person, he gave me like, kind of like a background, and he's like, listen, and he played it, right? And he was telling me like kind of the pain that the artist felt from that section of the song. And it's kind of like any other music, but I just feel like jazz is just a different story, like version of storytelling that is very compelling, very unique, and it's also the foundation of hip hop. It's
a lot like hip hop, and it's like the improv stuff too. Like, you know what I mean? So like at a show, like we'll do, these guys will want to go off. My band gets restless. They're like, yo, we don't want to stick to the script. And I'm good for that. Like, all right, let's do something else. Like, I'll freestyle, or let's, like, you could do a solo, or they're that good that I can be like, I've never been around a band where I can just like point, okay. And they'll be like, okay, it's my time. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a blessing.
How long have you and the band been together?
It's been a couple years. It's been like some different iterations, but for the past year, it's been the same cats. And, and we jam with other people too, but the jazz community is great and supportive. And I wish the hip hop community was more like that. Like, I want that I want that for Gate City. You get a lot of, what's funny is you get a lot of like local egos and like people, like whether it's jealousy or envy, and it's like, not to downplay people, like even me, I'm like, you jealous of me? What, working a full-time job and doing hip hop? Like, is that what, like, I'm not like, or somebody else.
I have a full-time job, I got a platform, and I got kids.
You get what I'm saying. And I'm sure there's people that like, come on guys, let's build something. If we get together, we'd be monsters.
Yeah. But we just have to control what we can control, and whatever happens. But in regards to Fee and the Evolutionists, right? What are some of their most memorable performances you had?
It just happened.
Really?
Last Monday? What's today? Thursday?
Today is Thursday. I don't even know the days of the week anymore.
It was last Monday. We played at Jimmy's Jazz Club in Portsmouth.
Nice. And
Herbie Hancock played there. They had to take out a window, close the street down, put his piano in the window with the crane.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah, it's like a premier jazz club, and it's beautiful. So I want to thank Jimmy's Jazz Club for having us and taking a chance. And we had a great turnout.
Yeah.
There was like, 60 people on a Monday night in Portsmouth.
Sometimes those are the best turnouts.
It was magic, man. Yeah. And that's the thing. You know what? That's the ego. I'm not egotistical enough to think, oh, you know what? That's because I'm so awesome. That's because I have good support and good friends. And I don't have a ton of followers. I'm not the best with social media. But the little crew I have, people come out and they support.
Yeah, but we see what you're doing, though. You know what I mean? So even though, sometimes people can't come out, as long as they just give you sharing is free, right? So as long as they give you that support, then those people are there, and then they'll probably catch the next show. I always say this, right? I'm a promoter, obviously,
Yep.
and every promoter wants the thing to sell out, right? Wants the show to sell
Right,
out, 100%.
right,
They want 500, 1,000 people, obviously, because you make more money. That's not a secret. However, I've had shows where there's like 30 people, 20, 10 people, and there are some of the best shows I've ever thrown.
And you know what? Sometimes you get opportunity from that because one of those cats is like, yo, this was lit. I'm going to tell this other person, my boy owns this spot over here. You'd be perfect. So you're so right on that.
So, and you network, you meet the one person, they come in, they fuck with it. And they, so I always, you guys probably don't focus on this a lot, but for any new artists or any new musicians coming up, don't be discouraged if you have 5 people to your show.
Mm-hmm.
That 5 people can be 10, but I always recommend and always say this: perform like it's 1,000 people in your show, 200,000 people in your show.
Yes.
To perform, give that audience, that person who's there, the experience of a lifetime.
And you know what I'll add to that, and that's a great point. I would add to that I was about to say, when you first starting out, that's going to happen. You know what? That still happens. Mm-hmm. That still happens to people, to people that are established. Mm-hmm. And then you go home, you down for a bit. You're like, man, what's going on? And then the next show, that's just life. Mm-hmm. Like, not every show is going to be a home run. Like, and as a promoter, it's the same thing.
100%.
You know what I mean? So 100%. You just gotta. But I think when you get wiser, you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to take what I learned from that and flip that. And one thing I learned too, like with the live band and playing, is that I was playing a lot, and then less and less people were coming out. And then I'm like, yo, if we play like once every couple months, everybody shows up.
Create anticipation.
And I had to learn that.
Yeah. You know what's crazy that you say that? So when I started the Flow for Your Die thing, it was supposed to be a battle league, right? The first week was great. We had like this whole competition. Good Bars came, everybody came, and we decided to make it a weekly thing. That was a mistake, because the first week was great. It was a lot of people. The second, third, fourth week, nobody came, because now everybody's like, "Oh, I'll catch you next week."
Yeah.
Next week.
Right.
So then I had to transition to showcases instead of battle raps, among other things, because a lot of artists don't like the battle rap hostility. So I couldn't have a lot of I wasn't able to get a lot of participants to do it every week. But that, right, what you said is, we actually have to. Let's not do it every week. Let's not show ourselves.
Build up the anticipation.
Build up the anticipation.
Excitement.
And that I learned that in early, somebody told me about it. Somebody told me, who was older than me, and I thought they were completely right. But I think that's very important, right? Because I think that if you show your face all the time, people are going to get used to it.
Yeah.
And they're not going to want to come.
Dip out, dip in, And, we were talking about Term earlier. Term.
Yeah, shout out to Term.
Shout out to Term, and thanks for blessing the track. Appreciate it, man, for real. But a cat like that, there's wisdom there, and like he dips around, like he's like he's like peppering himself around. So he might be over here 1 minute, and then over here, and then you're like, by the time he gets back, you're like, yo, I gotta go to the show. I don't know when I'm gonna see him next. You know what I mean? And he works hard and he's on the grind. And I want to give shout out to you too, because I see you grinding. You did the Cypher series, so props
Thank you.
on that. I love that. I think that was super dope. And
the next one is going to be a Spanish one.
Hey,
yeah,
nice.
We're gonna do Spanish Cypher. We're gonna tap into that side. We're gonna continue with the Cypher series, like Cyphers with Gordy and Cyphers with Bernie's back. So I don't know if we'll figure it out. But anyway,
shout out to Bernie.
There's been a lot of feedback on doing a Spanish one.
Yeah, because that's a void.
Yes,
you're right.
100%.
Kill that.
My people are telling me, "Oh, what's up with your people?
Represent,
why are you not doing ciphers with your people?" So, guys, I'm going to do a Spanish cipher soon. So, I'm hearing you. It takes some time, but I'm hearing you out. But thank you, appreciate it. The ciphers are a very fun time.
Are you gonna? Is it gonna be MCs? Is it gonna be singing? Is it gonna be?
No, it's gonna be MCs.
And what's the type of beat? You're gonna have like a.
It's gonna be like a. So I'm trying to dip into different things. I don't want the classic reggaeton, because I think that's a little played out. I want like now artists now they'll take a hip hop beat and kill it in Spanish. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be the
yeah.
So I want something like that, something that's raw and gritty, But
I can't wait to hear this, man.
Yeah, so me and Good Bars have been talking about it a little bit. He's working with me on it. But it would be like, if it was boom bap, it would be like a street rap. It would be something like, I want to hear bars, Spanish bars. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Go in. You got limited time. Get your bars on.
Yeah,
right?
I might actually be in it because I write in Spanish.
I know.
Too,
yeah.
so.
You flipped on Wave Radio.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joey B and Policy and Wave Radio, Hybrid Theory.
Yeah, Hybrid Theory. Shout out to
these
Wave
cats
Radio.
came up. Gordy, Good Bars, like we said, MVP Mayo and King Polo, and that was one of our most listened to shows.
Wave Radio was great. That's the second time I go up there. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Chef Adam.
Yeah, Adam Jump. Yeah,
he interviewed me the first time. So Wave Radio, we're friends. We're friends for a while.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. Oh,
he interviewed the first time when you guys were in Littleton.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
We upgraded up in Lowell.
You guys' office is great.
Shout out to Pete Hudson too. He's the mastermind behind all that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes. So all right. So I'm gonna transition a little bit, right? So we talked about the band. You and Ruby. So that journey, as far as your music career is concerned, I remember you telling me a story about you were performing at the All-Star game.
Oh, in Philly.
Tell me about that.
Philly.
Tell me about that.
What?
Well, tell them about that.
Yeah, you tested my memory, man. Speaking of Joey B, he calls me up and he's like, yo, there's this thing, Rhythm and Rims. I think Sprite was the sponsor. It was an NBA All-Star show with 3LW. And this is like early when I was 2000s. Like, starting out too. And he's like, yo, and he's like, I sent them the tracks and all your information, and they want to fly you out, have you in Philly. They got a hotel room, and you're opening up 3LW. And I'm like, wait, what? What's happening right now?
Are you pranking me? Am I getting punked?
Yeah. So that happened, man. Yeah. And we played, and the funny takeaway from that is we played, and you know what's funny about that, to be totally honest? We did like, I didn't have my set down, so we had like maybe, I don't know, they wanted us to do like 20 minutes, I think, open up. And some of the songs were dope. The crowd was reacting. And then I look back and like some of the songs were corny. I'm like, they didn't. But looking back, I'm like, I don't like that either. You know what I mean? So if I could redo it, once you get that energy from the crowd, it's hard to, like, you want to keep that. It's hard to get that energy. If you get it, that's huge. Mm-hmm. You don't want to like let that down. Mm-hmm. That's like, so I feel like I was growing as an artist at that. But the takeaway from that was that I went with my boy Syntax, who was my producer at the time. So they gave us 2 rooms in the hotel. And I've never seen, to this day, I've never seen anything like it. Like, our room was dope. Actually, our room was the dopest, but we ended up giving it to Syntax. Because Ruby and I, we're in the same room. We're a couple. We've been together for 25 years or something like that. And met in 98. So however many years that is. And we gave the good suite to Syntax, but the hotel room had a step. So, like, there was a living room and kitchen, and they had couches, and then you step down, and there was another suite with a window and TV and more couches and like an area where you could meet with people. It was it was like a condo, but it was a hotel room. It was the suite. It was somebody didn't show up. Joey would know. So it was 3LW, and there was a bigger act, and they didn't show up, so they gave us there. I know. I should.
Call him up.
He'll remember. I should text him, and then hopefully he gets back to me. But yeah, that was what I remember. I'd never seen. I was like, I didn't know hotels,
existed like that. So that was a cool experience.
I got to get back to that.
Yeah, absolutely. So where's the farthest you've traveled touring for your music?
I've been in New York a lot. Mm-hmm. Like I work with Ski Beats, who did Jay-Z's first.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question too. By the way,
yeah. So I was in rooms freestyling with Jay and Ski. Ski's a dope. Shout out to Ski. Ski is a undercover killer MC.
Genius.
Oh man, he is such a good MC. But his story's funny because he said once he met Jay, he's like, all right, I'm a producer, because he can produce good too. Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm gonna do this full time, and it was smart. And now what I love about him is that he's not trying to be a billionaire, or I shouldn't say he's not trying to be, but his focus is not that. His focus is the culture. He loves hip hop. Like you meet these people that love hip hop, like Term, like Edo, like Rex, like these Brady, Ski. So Ski, speaking of giving back to the community and the culture, he has a class now. So you bring your DAW or your MPC or whatever it is, your SP, and you make beats, and he kind of helps you chop it up and shows you. Yeah,
that's really dope.
Teaches at colleges, and he puts his own classes together. And so shout out to Ski, and I really appreciate that. And he's doing well with it, but he kind of stepped back to do something for the culture. That's his contribution.
That's dope.
But yes, back to your question. That I was in probably New York is the spot that I was at most. I haven't been around the world traveling. I want to do that,
like in the West Coast or the South or anything like that.
Nah, man, I would love to go like Europe. I would love to do a tour. I know like people like M. Acro, Edo, Term
does it a lot.
All those guys go out and do that. So I would love to get on. I would open up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So,
yeah, hey, it's a possibility. You can never say never, right? So, Ski Beats, that experience. How did that come about, going to New York, and how did you guys meet?
Oh, I didn't expect that question. They came to Lowell and played at Lowell High with Jay.
Really?
There was I don't know, my boy put the promoted together. And now I appreciate it, but I was just rapping then. I didn't get the promotional side. That's a real thing. That's a real person putting in real work and struggling to get, you don't think of that. You're self-centered when you're younger.
Mm-hmm.
You learn as you get older.
Yep.
But he put a show together with Original Flavor, which was the group Ski was in, and Jay-Z, before anybody know who Jay-Z was. And I remember he came out, he killed it. So afterwards, I'm speaking, I rhyme. And Ski's funny. He'll tell you, luckily we were freestyled at the time. So he's like, all right, drop something. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, just drop something, freestyle. And so we did. Me and my boy, Lord Plord, dropped the freestyle.
Right on the spot.
Right on the spot. And a lot of people weren't doing that.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, shit. Y'all are all right. He wasn't like, you guys are the best ever. But he's like, okay. He's like, all right, I make beats. Let's work. Here's my number. When you're in New York, hit me up. And we were in New York, and I just called him. I'm like, yo, Ski, what's up? It's Fee. I want to talk to you about getting some production. And we didn't have a producer. We didn't know what we were doing. Yeah. He's like, all right, meet me at Sbarro. So I brought him. Okay, picked him up, brought him to Sbarro, talked, worked it out, did a demo, which is funny. We had 4 songs, but really it was probably 9 because we never finished. He's a genius. So we never it was either you get it done that day. And looking back, it was on us. We should have been able, come on, man. We should have made
young,
we let's get it. But we were we'll come back in a couple weeks and finish it. He's like, yeah, I don't have that. That's gone. I recorded over that. Yeah. But I do remember Camp Low. We were there for the Camp Low sessions. Mm-hmm. And Geechee and Sonny. And I remember asking them, we were literally there for the sessions, and they would just be writing on the spot. I'm like, how are you doing that? You just didn't have anything written. And so he's like, Fee, if you don't write it on, if you sit on it, you're not going to believe what you're saying. You got to just say it. And so I witnessed that, and I'm like, I was blown. I wasn't that talented at the time. Now I'm I can do that. But at the time I was like, man, you just showed up to the session just writing right now, and it was dope, dude. That was when they were doing Coolie High, got you wide.
Hey.
This is it, what? Lucchini falling from the sky, let's get rich, what?
Yeah. I wanna take a second here. So you mentioned something very important that I think it's crucial. You mentioned that when you met them and you told them that you rhymed, that they put you on the spot and you freestyle, right? This is an example of stay ready, so you don't got to get ready.
Yes.
And for the youth that are trying to do something with, in music, this is something crucial, right? Because you never know when you're going to meet that person that can change your life, right?
Yeah, you want to be ready. If you're taking your craft seriously, that's what's going to separate you from somebody that's not, And if you're a producer, you don't want to waste your time on. Yeah. You want to be yo, I'm trying to make songs. I'm trying to make bangers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would say hits, but people have I don't know if people have a misconception about hits. Like I've been in the studio and they're like, this is a hit. I'm like, well, you don't decide that it's a hit. Like it's dope, but you don't decide, right?
Yeah.
So whenever people, I want to check them. Sometimes I just let it slide, and I'm like saying to myself, you don't decide whether that's a hit.
You never want to make music thinking that you're gonna make a hit. You make music, and I'm not a musician, but I know this part.
But you are though.
Yeah, I am. But what I'm trying to say is, if you expect to make a hit, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, it's ulterior motives. It's not authentic.
Exactly. You're trying to either ride trends just because somebody else did it or sounded like this. I think the artists that do make the hits is because they're authentic to themselves and their sound and their music. For those that are trying to, come up with something, what do you say to those? What would you say to those that are really trying to, just do it? Recording and expecting a hit.
I would say exactly what you said. Be authentic. Forget about that. Like, because there's a million people trying to make hits, and I think if you're trying to make a hit, you have some preconceived notion in your head, or a trend you said, or what's happening now. Obviously, this has like been said a million times, but if you're doing what's current now, especially now, things are moving so fast. You're so far behind. That person probably started that last year, put it out, did the promotion, took the pics, did the video, or whatever it was 6 months ago. That's already gone. Like the only way you're gonna make something pop is if you do something new, and that's being original. And that's confusing. I think when you're younger, when people say be original, but it's not. It really is what it is. And you might say, well, that's not. I don't know what that sounds like. Well, you got to find. That's the journey.
That's the journey. Yeah, 100%. Go ahead, keep going.
And that's what's good. That's what I love about music.
You preaching. Keep going.
And I'm still learning that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't feel like I'm not even like I was telling you earlier. Like I'm not even tapped in yet. The way I used to write was ADD, which is popular now. Like I was all over the place, and then I try to like calm it down and be like, "Yo, it makes sense. Make this flow. 16 bars,
match the syllables."
Everyone's telling me, "Yo, Fee, go back to like
BBA."
When you ask right, but you heard, but I don't write like that. I'm like all over the place. Like my first rap, like that. You asked me my first rap.
Yeah,
I'm trying to like get back to that. You know what I mean? Where it's like there's no. I already know the structure of what I should do, and I think that's important. Just to kind of, you were talking about bars, counting bars. Like a lot of rappers need producers to say, "All right, stop. We need a hook here." Like, or there's even now rappers do like 13 bars or something strange on the count.
Yeah, the lyric videos and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean maybe it works for them, but it's good to kind of know. And you talked about jazz. It's good to know what you can do, like professionally, and then say, all right, I already know what I should be doing or what the rules are, but I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna do this over here. And that's what I'm trying to get back to and I feel like that's when you're gonna hear some real original stuff, and that's what I'm baking up right now.
So as far as the music that you're doing, right, you're trying to get back to, what are the type of topics or storytelling that you're looking to do?
My personal experiences.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ever done any love songs?
My love songs are kind of like Method Man and Mary J. You know what I mean?
What is it? You're all I need.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
To get by.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing make a man feel better than a woman. Dreams of shit.
My version is as the day goes dark and nights get colder, feel the pressure of the weight of the world on your shoulder.
Hey.
Juggling jobs and hustling hard, and you be singing every day to make your music go far.
Hey.
Whether God or Allah, it's one love who you are, and you don't have to try hard, cause to me you a star. So shine bright in the limelight. When the time's right, we can take a flight, rock mics and ignite. Let me stay too, that you true blue. Never compromise your morals and stay paid too. Forget those other chicks, they just ain't you. Black, confident and beautiful, that's why they hate you.
Hey.
You breezy, no one else can please me. Cook up a healthy meal and you make it look easy. So bless them when I'm fresh, you bleed. so bless them. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the concept.
To make a man feel better
than a woman.
Dope. All right, so let's talk about now, right? So you've been cooking up a lot lately. That track there that you did that we played in the beginning of the episode. Tell us a little bit about that track. It was released a couple months ago.
Yeah, a few months ago. That's with Term, Brady Watt, my boy Zeke on the beat, Zeke the Freak on the beat, the drummer for the Evolutionists. Matty Fee helped me, my nephew.
Fee. Shout out to Matty Fee.
Yeah, shouts to Matty Fee. Bob Nash at Wonka Sound mixed it. So shout out to Bob Nash. And yeah, man, shouts to Term for blessing the track for real. I produced it with Matty, and it got really recepted well. You know what I mean? So
it's really good. It's really good. I heard it outside of the camera. We heard it a little bit in the beginning, but I heard it outside the camera, and I told my man, "Yo, where's a visual for that?" So
Chuck D put that on his playlist, and then hit me up and was like, "Yo, this is a banger." So that was like a huge accomplishment for me to get
big.
props
from Public Enemy,
from PE. Yeah,
that's huge, bro. Congrats to you on
Thank
that.
you,
Man.
thank you.
That just shows a testament to your work. You know what I mean? When you get that type of feedback,
They have a show, Bass Hits with Malcolm Riddle, and they really pushing the culture forward.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So you're in Wave Radio. You're in the Hybrid Theory. You're like a co-host, right? Is it kind of like one of those things where you're there, when you can, or is it more of a consistent thing?
It started off, I built it up, and now like I'm busy like with shows and studio stuff, and so this cat Policy kind of is jumping in to help out, and he's been doing great, and Joey B is holding it down. So yeah, I'm kind of jumping in when I can.
Okay.
Yep. I think we have Marcel P. Black.
Yeah.
An interview with him.
Shout out to Marcel.
And Myth and I9 and Sean.
Real rappers don't rap over vocals, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yep. I feel like Sean Cal is underrated as far as pushing the culture forward too.
100%.
I feel like he does a lot for the culture.
He does.
So I want to give him his flowers right now.
Yeah, shout out to him. He allowed me to interview him at Surefire. We did a little interview there, getting to know Sean.
He's a cool guy, man.
Very cool guy. Shout out to Sean. Rap Night, Surefire,
all those
all that.
guys. Yeah, Myth.
Sean's,
Myth is always scratching on my tracks. So
yeah, absolutely. Myth. Sean, I would love to have you again. Myth. Let's sit down. Let's have a talk. I9. Let's have a talk.
Those guys have history too. Yeah.
Let's do it. This is here for the stay. You know what I mean? So this is not a what's it called? A temporary thing. This platform is permanent. So let's have a chat. Let's talk about it. All right. So you have the track with Term. You did with Matty Fee and all that. So what else you got cooking up? I know you have some things in the vault here that you're gonna release soon. So what's up?
I got a new track with the legend Ed OG, who's great to work with, man. You talk about, you need to get Edo on here too.
Edo, come through.
And a track that I'm getting ready to release this month, and you might be able to play it. I don't know if you want to play it, but I could cue it up. It's called "Gifted" with Rex.
Okay.
Produced by Byron G, scratches by DJ Myth.
Are you able to play it now?
Yeah, you want to hear? You want to hear a little? We got a video too.
Is it released already?
No, this is exclusive.
This is an exclusive, yo. So. Exclusive.
It's called.
Let's go.
It's called "Gifted."
Is it connected?
I just connected it now. Let me. All right. Let's see. Play a snippet.
This is all BG?
BG.
My mind frame oscillates at infinite intervals based on the elements and principles. Go ahead, take a peek. You can look in. Backpack rap, not big enough to put my book in. Rhythmatic savage, blessing more bars than Mill City taverns. Woven with the fabric, rocking with the best now. In the land of textiles, Fee and Rex now. Sicker than the West now. Virus, don't try this. Spit flows like bronchitis. Wise like Osiris. Blue collar with the righteous. Might just spray and ignite this. Lyrical graph with gray hairs. Arthritis with arthritis. Rolling up the alley. Showing love from the valley. To the kids on the bridge. This is where we used to live. Like ghetto from the ghetto. Make a beat the flow on. And give you MCs one to grow on. Go play my first show with Acro. Probably thought I was an arrow. Back when Matt mad soul, made beats for SO, aka the pterodactyl. God complex 7L, they had mad styles. In the jungles of the east, took the Starro to Kenmore and rode slow just so we could pen more. Gifted universal, rhymes unlimited. I'm talented, yes I'm gifted. I'm talented, yes I'm gifted.
DJ Myth.
Yes, I'm
That's
gifted.
giving me vibes. That is giving me vibes. That's giving me vibes. Yo.
First time here on Flow Talk.
Yo, exclusive, gifted. Go ahead. Mention the track again. Who's
Yeah, it's Gifted, featuring Rex, produced by Byron G, Gate City's own, and scratches by the legendary DJ Myth.
Man, that's a dope ass track. I can't wait till you release it. We still have some time, man. Right? What we got? Man, we only 40 minutes in. You still got some time? You good?
Yeah, man. Can I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, really appreciate what you're doing for the culture, and in particular this area. And I see what you're doing and like growing, and this is dope. And obviously, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Any like other shows planned? I know you got the Tree Streets.
Yeah, we got the block party.
So
on
I'm gonna pop
Saturday.
in. I got my nephew's birthday party and then a show in Portsmouth. But I'm popping in for sure. Do you know what time Good Bars is going on?
Yeah, so the way we have it structured is because wrestling is like the biggest thing right now.
That's
we
cool.
did it last
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
and it was a hit. And so we have to structure it now where we're starting at 1 to 5. The first artist is going to start like at 1:45 because we have the whole inaugural thing, the mayor and all that in the beginning. And then we have Fate ones after that. And then we have wrestling at 2 to 4, and then
I might be able to make
actually
it
Good Bars is headlining him and Goldie.
Nice.
And Christian Moreno is going to be performing too. Christian Moreno has, you know who that is, right?
No, I need to
man.
look. I'll look it up.
You have to tap in. Bro.
All right.
I love all the guys and all the girls performing in the show. Don't get me wrong. 6 Minds Combined is the one that's going to actually open the show from New Hampshire Underground in Terminus.
That's exciting, man.
So he's going to be performing. And then it's Fate 1. Then we have Christian Moreno, Goldie the Goddess, Mr. Good Bars, DJ J Nova.
What? Wow,
It's going to be crazy. But if you, so
I think it might work out.
Goldie and Good Bars have this like set that works for them. So I always pair them together as far as like, booking the sets.
Makes sense.
But yeah, so it's going to be from 1, like the first 2 performances from 1:40, I want to say 1:30 to 2, and then wrestling then 4 to 5.
I think that might work out for me. I'll pop in.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm popping in.
Yeah, I was trying to do something with halftime, like a little, because sometimes wrestling takes a break for like 15 minutes. I was trying to do something like that, but it's just the way
That's
timing is.
dope that you're bringing wrestling in too.
Yeah,
What?
it's second year, yeah.
Now, did your cousin wrestle?
Yeah, he did. He was a wrestler.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he was a wrestler.
I thought I was like, I don't know why that was in my head, but
he was a wrestler.
Wow, man.
Back in the day. But yeah, no, wrestling is coming through. We're gonna have that, and we're just gonna have a good time. So it's a free event. Just come up, show up.
Tree Streets.
We're also gonna have like I'm not sure if it's still gonna have it or not. I don't know if there's a lot of volunteers yet. I think we'd have to ask Tom. But the idea was to have instead of having their own separate vendors to sell their own stuff, a community yard sale. To have it all together, make things a little bit more affordable.
That's cool.
It's a low income area over there.
Yeah,
so that was the idea. So I'm hoping that's still in place. I'm not sure. It's very crucial for volunteers to come through because we can't do it all ourselves. But yeah, so
you heard it. Get active.
I don't even know if this is going to come out before the block party, to be honest. So even if we talk,
it's
about
all
it,
good because it's going to be a successful event and it's going to
be
be fun. I got a joint with Good Bars too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Shout out to Good Bars, man. White Shell and everybody part of it.
He's professional. I had the stems and everything. He was like, "Yo, what you want? This is how I work. Boom, boom, and here's the stems." And it's a joint about where I grew up. Lowell, North Chelmsford line. I've been born in Lowell, lived in North Chelmsford, and there wasn't a lot of hip hop there. Like, and we were banging, like, how they talk about banging on cafeteria tables. We were literally doing that, and it was just not a lot of people were doing hip hop, in Lowell they were. So I would get out of school and go hang with the cats from Lowell, and then I'd go to school in North Chelmsford. But I talk about that. You know, you were asking about what's the new stories, and I'm going to talk about that in the next stuff. So that's the Good Bars track.
Yeah, okay.
He's super talented.
Let's do it. Let's I want to ask you a quick question. I know you want to ask me questions too. But you said I wanted to do this in the beginning of the episode and I forgot, and I apologize. But Lowell, Massachusetts, you were a boxer.
How did you know that?
You know, I'm just like Angela Yee. I know things.
How did you know that? A little bit, you know. Yeah, it's my boxing history. I got in a lot of street fights.
Yeah,
and so I tried like boxing. My father's friends were like, yeah, try put on some gloves, and Art Romalo, they have the gym down there. I got in one time. And I was working out, like just on some cardio stuff. They were like, get in the ring with this cat. And the kid it was probably like 6'2", probably 130 pounds. Mm-hmm. And I thought I could fight. Like I could fight in like outside of the boxing ring.
Completely different.
Dude, I got so humbled, man. It was unbelievable. Yeah. Like it was like just, when I tell you, I couldn't even, it was like, you have to go in and experience it. Like I couldn't get a hit off.
Yeah,
it was like he was so fast. Yeah. But then I found out afterwards too. They're like, yeah, that was the Silver Mittens champ you just sparred with.
Man,
I'm like,
that's no fair.
And it's funny. I think they did that to test me, because if I came out of that and I said, oh, it's all good, like I'm not discouraged, they would have been like, all right, you. But I was like, I'm out. And they were like, all right, you got no heart. Like, it's all good. Just keep doing cardio. Go back over there. So I could sugarcoat it, but that's the truth, man. Okay. I was like, man. But now looking back, if I was smart, I would have been like, yeah, hey, man, that's all good. Like, I'm willing to learn. But then I realized, too, like, everyone had broken noses. Mm-hmm. It's so superficial. Yeah. But when I was younger, I was like, and my dad's friend was like, it's guaranteed that you're going to get a broken nose. Like, there's no question. If you box, you're going to. I was like, oh, man, I don't think I want to box, man. You know what I mean?
It's going to hurt.
I don't mind getting hit, like, at all.
The face,
even, but I don't want my nose caved in and then, talking all, like, high-pitched and, you know what I mean? So I went the music one.
That's the music go, make the music way. So it was a short stint.
Very short stint,
so
yes.
With Lowell, obviously, when you talk about boxing and Lowell, Mickey Ward.
We did Mickey Ward's Ring Walk tune on HBO when he won against Gotti.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So when he comes out, that's my song playing.
See, this is the type of shit we got to
talk about. Yeah. I'll send you the video.
So how did that come about? You guys talk to him about it? Or?
He was the pride of Lowell, so we were like, yo, let's do this. And then, I don't know how, my boy Detention hooked it up. Gave him the song, and before you know it, they were like, yo, I'm having a party, come watch the fight. And he didn't even tell me, and then it's coming out, I hear that song playing, and he comes out, I'm like, yo, that's our joint, it's on HBO, it's crazy.
That must have been incredible.
And I still get paid from that.
I bet you do, bro.
Because they use it for, it's like songs like 20 years old.
He still gets paid for
That's right.
for that fight.
But they use that song for MMA and stuff, like
that's incredible.
All over the world. They'll be like, yo,
that's fire. Congratulations on that, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
That's incredible.
I'll send you the video.
Shout out to Mickey Ward, man. That's why, boxing, Lowell, you have to mention Mickey Ward. There's no way around it. You know what I mean? 100%. So he was one of the greatest champs in the world. Some of the best fights. That Gotti fight, that trilogy was incredible.
One of the top fights ever. Go back and watch that.
And rest in peace, Gotti as well. So Arturo Gotti, one of the legends.
And his brother, I want to say, fought Sugar Ray, too.
Mickey Ward's brother?
Dickie Eklund.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think that's right. Fought Sugar Ray. Yeah.
Jeez. Boxing is a great sport. I love
Lowell is good for that.
Yeah, Lowell is legendary. You can't sleep on Lowell. Lowell's legendary for sure.
I love Lowell.
Let me take. You know what?
Well, let me ask you. Because I'm going to lose my. So, and do you have any shows coming up?
Oh yeah, shows. So we have the Tree Streets block party, and then at the moment, I don't have anything after that other than in September we're gonna do this. Like, there's talks about doing a Latin festival, a Spanish festival. So,
any idea where?
I don't yet know. We haven't really talked about it yet because I'm focusing on the block party. They normally hit me up after the block party.
Yeah. Take care of that
because
first.
September is Hispanic Heritage Month, so they usually do it there. We did it last year, and it was great.
Where was that?
At the library.
Oh, you said yeah.
It wasn't. Ruby was there. Remember, it wasn't Hispanic. It wasn't Latin festival. It was
that was dope.
It was basically all cultures.
That was dope, dude.
I forget the name they put in it, but
great
basically
turnout.
The concept was all cultures. You saw it,
yep,
all different cultures.
My boy Josh was playing the drum.
Yeah. So he was there. Ruby performed. That was incredible. So the same folks that ran that are gonna reach out to me for September. So
I love it, man.
Man, I forget the name of the festival from last year. I can't believe it.
I know.
It's only last year. It's insane. But as far as Flow Free Die shows, I've been working with some venue owner and trying to get something, maybe a name. But at the moment, I don't have anything in concrete. I want to do Connect Effect too. I thought the first one was a success, and people loved it. And I think that that's something we should keep going because having creatives come up together and just meeting each other and knowing that there's other creatives out in the same area and you can help benefit each other and utilize each other in creative ways just to benefit you guys. So I think that if we continue that, I think that'll be something like a spot to do every time. So the last year, I think I did it last April. It was great. It was about 120 people that
wow. That's a great turnout.
And people keep asking me to do another one, but shit costs. So
it's a lot. It's not even that. It's your time.
Time is everything. And like coordinating events. I love doing it. Don't get me wrong. That's one of my passions. But as you get older, you start to get more tired, and your time. When you have little kids,
you have more responsibility.
You have more responsibility. And when I was younger, I wanted to do it all. I wanted to do all the shows, but now as I'm older, I like to space it out, create anticipation.
I love that.
Because when you do it, people know it's a Flow Free Die show.
Show up, show up.
Because I used to do Barfest every year, and Barfest always had a name, to headline the name. So I did that Barfest thing. We did locals first, and then we did Millie's, and then we did Don Q. So we always had some sort of name.
Yep.
But now it's just I think it's just more of the right time. I really am not trying to force anything anymore.
If you do a cypher series, let me know. I'll jump in.
Well, we have flow sessions now, so the reason why I haven't done the cypher, that's another thing too. Is the reason why I haven't done the cypher series after that last one I did is because now we have flow sessions, so now we can just bring people along.
Yep.
But I definitely will be doing more cypher series for sure. But yeah, man, it's just as far as events are concerned, it's just more about timing and when I'm comfortable, ready to do it. And because
I always encourage you to do anybody, especially what you're doing at this point. It's funny because you said when I was younger and had the energy, you probably didn't have the knowledge.
I did not.
So now that you do, you're but you're also it's kind of works out that you're spacing it out.
Yeah.
But I also know that's why I try to pop up and support just as a fellow community member, but I also think it's dope what you're doing, and we're friends, so I'm let me pop
Thank
up.
You, appreciate it.
Yeah, and anytime if you need anything from me, hit me up. I encourage everyone to do that, especially people like you that have that knowledge, and you definitely have that knowledge. But as a resident in Gate City in this area, I want to go to dope events. Just as a fan. For real.
I would love to do more monthly, and as a business, that's what you want, right? You want to, do more things monthly. But it's the manpower too.
Yeah.
When you don't have the manpower, it's just really difficult. So my ultimate goal, honestly, is if I have the manpower and I can move the way I want to move while other things are being done at the same time, that would be great. That's what I would love to do. But, I have to build in order to get that. So, but no, definitely. I haven't really stopped events. As just when the timing is right, I create the anticipation, and I've also tapped into booking artists too. We talked about that a little bit, right? We booked Ruby for the Juneteenth last year, was it?
Yep.
Man, I can't believe it's been a year already.
I know, it's crazy. Yeah,
Man, so so I'm tapping into.
I'm glad, and honestly, I'm glad we're setting this off. What is it? It's June now.
Yeah,
right?
it's June now. Yes.
So it's kind of early summer, and I'm glad I got in here now.
Yeah.
And network with you and talk with you.
Absolutely.
And I'd like to keep the communication open and be more present. And you've had a couple events that I've had coincided with some stuff that I was doing, but I'm popping up to the treat. Yeah. Everybody, if this comes out before the tree streets, show up. And if it comes out after, you're going to wish that you went, because you're going to see the videos, and it's dope. It's like, if you live in Nashua, and you guys it's professional. You guys have a stage. I can't believe that's dope that you have wrestling too.
Yeah. Everything there.
And it's a community. Go support the community. Why would you not do that? Do you want more music, more wrestling, more events, more food, more fun, more it's a no-brainer, and especially now more than ever.
Take advantage of it.
We need that more than ever.
If you're an artist not performing, or if you're an artist performing, I don't mean to cut you off, Fee, but take advantage of the wrestling, right? Talk to these wrestlers. Yo, I'm an artist. I can make you an entrance song. That type of shit. Use your creative ways in order to
dropping jewels now. Be careful now. That's shit, jewels. Those are jewels right there.
Take advantage of it. Take advantage of these opportunities. Take advantage of these events. I'm not going to be putting people in places. I'm going to do events to help put people in places, but I'm not going to hold your hand and tell you, hey, talk to this person. You know what I mean?
You're already busy. You're working.
Yeah, I'm working.
Everything's here that you need. Yeah. It's up to you now.
It's up to you. So take advantage of that.
And I love that. That's knowledge for cats that are trying to get on, because I know a lot of younger cats. That's the thing. Don't look at it oh, I need some hand holding. This is the. Everybody's here. I did, exactly. But you miss that sometimes when you're young. You think, because I think you think I need a manager, I need an agent. Oh, this person's gonna do this. No, it's you. It's you.
When you get to that scale that you're overworking yourself, and you need to scale out your workload. Yes, then you need a manager.
That's a good but you'll know when that happens.
Exactly, you'll know. But I think it's it's getting back to the artists. Do songs for wrestlers. These wrestlers travel everywhere. So if they have an entrance song that they're going to, your song is being played in other places.
Just make sure it's dope. It's lit.
Yeah. So take advantage of that, man, and tap in, tap into that, because that community, that wrestling community is lit.
Right.
So, thank you for the flowers. I appreciate it. I just try to do my part. I don't, I looked at, when I was younger, I looked at it man, I'm going to become a millionaire. But as I got older, I embraced the journey, and I love what I do. There was times where I got discouraged, and I'm like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. But my homie lit a fire under me, and there was no stopping after that. And
still doing it, and it's better than ever. This whole presentation, man, I've seen it progress. Yeah,
appreciate it.
The evolution.
The evolution. Yo, so I think that's our time here. So this is Flow Talk. Season 3, episode 4. This is my man Fee the Evolutionist from Fee and the Evolutionist band. Lowell, Massachusetts, stand up. Gate City, stand up.
Thank you.
Shout out to Ruby.
Thank you, y'all. Yo, appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your story. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.